Actually, what I should have done first, what I'll do is, should have checked your range of motion. Let's see. Where is that part of the sheet? Okay. Like that. See, I should have checked your range of motion. And I spent a lot more time on your legs than usual, but that's because you have, like, you have hip issues. And I rarely get people who come in here who need lower body work, and I can record them. Most of the people I record, it's always shoulders.
Oh.
So yeah, I feel like a little bit of, feel more tension when you're going down on the inner thighs.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Backed up a little bit. There we go.
But then again, most of my clients come in for shoulder issues.
Oh.
I mainly get shoulder issues, neck issues, and then low back and hip issues are like the least common.
Oh.
But I think it's part of it's because I work on a lot of people who lift weights, and a lot of people really focus on their upper body.
Yeah. I try to do like everything, work it out even. Well, I don't do it all on the same day, but you know, I still try to get legs in because I'm tall and legs that are skinny doesn't look good on people who are tall.
It looks kind of funny.
Yeah. Very funny.
Especially if you have a big upper body.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people like that at the gym. And I'm like, something's not adding up. But that's what they want.
Being from Florida, you see a lot of Caribbean guys who don't work their legs.
Oh yeah.
It's almost like they're allergic to like lower body work.
Yeah.
I remember I was at a gym on Delray Beach and there were all these Haitian guys and like almost none of them would work their legs.
Yeah.
Except for this one guy, and they would always hang around each other. And then the one guy who was working his legs was there one day doing legs, and his friend came in. He was about to go over and talk to him. He was all happy, and then he saw he was at the squat rack, and he literally just turned around.
Oh my god.
I was like, wow, you really don't want anything to do with legs.
Yeah. People run away from legs most of the time.
I can kind of understand. They're painful.
It is. It's hard. It takes all of you. I mean, most of your energy. You know, it drains you if you work them out right.
Yeah.
Because there's people who say, "Oh, I'm gonna go work out on legs," and they just do half-ass stuff, and I'm like, nah.
Yeah, if you really work your legs, you're just done.
Yeah. Oof.
And then they just burn if you do especially like high repetition work. And it's not like your chest will like that burns, but it's not, your chest is nowhere near as big as your legs.
Yeah.
Like when your quads are burning, you just want to like scream. And you can always just wear long pants and cover them up.
Yeah. That's what a lot of people do. Since they don't work on them, they just wear pants. I've seen some people at the gym like for the longest, and ever since I've seen them at the gym, they always wear pants. And I'm like, yeah, I know why. I mean, I don't have the biggest legs, but
yeah. Well, you're also tall.
Yeah.
It's hard to look big when you're tall.
Yeah. Very hard.
Like but short guys, they gain some muscle, and it's like there's not much place for it to go.
Unfair. Because they look, I mean, with 10 pounds that they gain, it looks like they gain like so much. And for us, because it's like 10 pounds is like
nothing.
Yeah, it looks like you're gaining weight.
You
but,
really can't see it much.
Yeah.
Probably should put this here so I can get my little chair. And throw my quads in there. Not my quads, but throw my elbows in there.
Oh, Lord.
Some of my videos I put a caption like, "Where won't these elbows go?"
I saw that.
And this little skinny muscle up here is one of your hip flexors too.
Yeah.
I just like saying the name of the muscle, sartorius,
Oh.
because it reminds me of like notorious.
Oh. That's the name of it?
Mhm.
Sartorius?
Yeah, sartorius.
Sartorius.
It's the longest muscle in your body.
Oh, really?
It goes from here all the way down and then rests behind your knee.
Oh, wow. And now that you mentioned that, my knee pops. That knee?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because it feels like tense.
Mm-hmm.
And then once it's like, I guess the tension is kind of like releasing, it pops.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I thought that it was coming out of the socket, like something was coming.
Yeah. Well, your patella is like, it kind of floats there.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it doesn't track with where it's supposed to when it kind of moves out of place.
Mm.
So it's like it's not in a socket.
Right.
It's like, I think it's the only bone or one of the only few bones in your body that is just kind of floating around. It's kind of held by other, like, I think tendons.
Tendons, yeah, there you go. Ooh, that feels really good.
Mm-hmm. You have a little bit of fibrosis right here.
Yeah, I feel that.
You don't have a lot of fibrosis though, compared to like some of my other clients.
Right.
You have some, but I've had people who like you could like literally hear it on the camera.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've heard some of that in other videos.
I thought it was something wrong with the camera, or maybe like something was in the room and I didn't know it.
Right.
But then I realized, no, it's the fibrosis. You can just
You're breaking it apart.
and a lot of times the client can hear it too.
Right. I can definitely feel it though. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like a lot, but I do feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you were working on that area. You felt it more.
That's a lot better. I can literally just feel like your leg falls down more easily.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. And then you put a hand over your head.
Yeah.
Stretching the hip flexor from both sides.
Oh.
This is the iliacus.
Mm.
just hope my big head is not in the camera. That's happened a few times. I looked at the film, the recording is like, you just see like half the screen is my big head.
Yeah.
I may not be able to work your psoas because you brace.
My what?
You brace, so you kind of push your stomach out a little bit.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, it's a natural response.
Okay.
So you're not doing anything wrong. You may feel tension from here,
Yeah.
going up towards your belly button.
Okay.
If you do that, it's your psoas. So I believe this is it right here.
Is that like a muscle or a tendon?
It's a muscle. You can actually see it on the chart over there. It's the muscle, it's one of the two muscles in the middle next to the spine. So you have one on each side.
Yeah.
And then also you have this muscle right there, and that's the iliacus that I was working earlier.
Right.
And they combine to become the iliopsoas. So sometimes you hear someone say the iliopsoas. It's the combination of the iliacus and the psoas when it goes underneath your hip or past your hip. Yeah, see, that's a lot better than before. I like that. Let's see. Let's do some rotation. That's not bad. Could do a little bit better, but that's pretty good. That's a lot. I've noticed a lot of people have a hard time with this external rotation. The sheet will help me get some grip. Let's see. It's kind of hard. Relax as much as possible. Great. How's that feel?
It's good.
Okay, let's try it again. You just want to be careful since you've had those hip injuries. Main thing is I don't want to make it worse.
It feels great.
Yeah, that's much better. That's pretty smooth.
It feels like it.
That's what you want. You want that kind of. When you looked at it through a headset, it kind of looked like somebody was standing by the doorway, and it's just kind of creepy. Hopefully, with it closer to the table, it just kind of looks like the person is like my assistant.
Right.
I have a big head.
I used to mess around with my sister, my little sister. I mess with her head too because when she growing up, she had like, her body was not proportionate and her head was huge. Plus she had like a lot of hair. So I made it even.
You know who like Amanda Bynes is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say I have like an Amanda Bynes head.
That's funny. Yeah, she's a pretty good actress.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way she acts. She's funny.
Yeah, she's a good actress. If you see her in Hairspray,
Yeah.
the black guy she acts opposite next to,
Yeah.
he has a small head,
Uh-huh.
so next to her it just makes it look like she has like a bobblehead. I mean, next to him it's like she has a bobblehead.
Yeah. When she made the movie, it's a soccer movie.
Hmm.
Can't remember the name of it. It was pretty funny, where she had to dress as her twin brother.
Well, I haven't heard of that.
Yeah,
I have to look that up.
you gotta look it up. It's so cool. It's funny.
I remember one of my co-workers when I was at Starbucks. Him and his sister looked so much alike.
Mm-hmm.
The first time she ever came in, I was just like, she came as a customer,
Mm.
and so I was like, oh, so you're just in drag now? Like, I didn't say anything, but I'm just like
Right.
sitting there like serving her, like, okay, so you're just in here in drag and I'm not supposed to say anything?
Right.
And then he came into work later and he's like, oh, my sister came in. I was like, oh, she looks just like you.
Yeah.
I honestly thought it was you in a dress. He says, yeah, everyone says that.
Right.
And they weren't twins, they just looked.
Right. Similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's brothers and sisters who look similar and they're not even twins.
I saw a video. Oh no, was it pictures? Maybe it was pictures of this woman and her kids,
Mm-hmm.
like her daughters, and she had 4 daughters, and they all looked like her. Like it was
Oh,
like
wow.
you just cloned her 4 times.
Thank you.
Like they looked nothing like their dad.
Right. I have two of my sisters because I have 3,
Mm-hmm.
but 2 of them look like exactly like almost
Mm-hmm.
like my dad, and I'm like, damn. And then one time, the oldest sister
Mm-hmm.
out of the sisters was telling my dad, man, Dad, I mean, we have all the bad genes from you.
Mm-hmm.
A big forehead, ugly toes, and she
Mhm.
starts naming all these things,
Mhm.
and I was just cracking up.
Yeah, I saw this woman on TikTok, and she was like, I look just like my dad. He was like, you don't look just like your dad at all.
Right.
And then he put on a wig, and they're like, wow. Like, yeah, we look just alike.
Man, that's so funny. Most people say I look like my mom.
Mm-hmm. Me and my mom look like my grandfather.
Mm.
If you had us all next to each other, you're like, yeah, they're
Yeah.
definitely related.
Yeah, there's people who definitely cannot be denied.
Mm-hmm.
There was this one dude who brought his kid to where I work and stuff,
Mhm.
and oh my god, his kid was just like him, like exactly like a replica, but just a younger version. And I was like, man, you can't get around this as much as you would want to say he's not mine. Man, this boy screams like.
Yeah. Then again, like I have a friend. She likes she has a very particular type.
Mm.
She likes like a very particular type of like light skinned black guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how she did it, but she ended up dating 7 guys in Houston who looked all the same.
Oh Lord.
Like I told her, like I feel like one day you're gonna find out that like you've actually dated the same guy like several times.
Oh my god.
And she sent me a picture, like 2 pictures,
Uh-huh.
and I just thought it was like the same dude, just like different like
Right.
positions. She's like, no, that's my ex, and this is my current
Oh
boyfriend.
my.
I'm like, I've never seen somebody with such a particular
Yeah.
type. Like, I asked, like, are they related at all? Because like, they all look
Yeah.
like brothers.
Man.
I'm like, how did you find 7 people unrelated
that's-
in Houston who look like twins, basically?
Yeah, that's a weird coincidence. Very weird.
And like, I know people who like they see some like there's like the guy in China who looks like Elon Musk.
Mm. Really?
Yeah, there's a guy in China. And you look at him, he's Chinese. You can tell he's Chinese. He literally looks like if Elon Musk was Chinese.
Right. Well, Elon Musk has a particular look himself, you know?
And one of my clients, she said like there's this guy in India who looks just like her son if her son was Indian.
Wow.
And I know there's somebody in Houston who looks a lot like me. When I used to work at Starbucks, I actually had people who were like, "Wait, I thought you were working at the other store today."
Oh.
I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, didn't I see you earlier today at so and so?" I'm like, "No."
Yeah, I don't even work here. I don't split myself.
Yeah. And I've had multiple people say it, so I'm like, I know there's someone in Houston who works at Starbucks who like looks identical to me.
Well, they say, you know, that in the world there's 7 people who look identical like you. So maybe you have one living near you.
And then like if I lost weight, I don't know if you've ever seen this video because it's a really old YouTube video. That what in the butt video. Have you ever seen that? It's like that's like old like it's over a decade old probably. That's probably 2009, 2010 YouTube. I look like that guy. Like I was working, like my coworkers like brought up the video and I had never seen it. And I was like, yeah, like, cause I had lost some weight. I'm like, yeah, if he came up and said like, do you know so-and-so? Like, yeah, that's your dad. He's my dad too. I would believe it. Like I would believe it if he said that we were like brothers. Well, actually, no, if he said like, actually your mom like gave me up for adoption when she had me, because he looks more like my mom's side of the family, but he looks like me. It's like one of those things like, yeah, I can actually kind of see it. It's a little creepy. I saw this video of this guy. He was dating this woman. I think he went to war. I think it was like Vietnam War or something, because he's not that young. And she was pregnant, and she gave the baby up for adoption without telling him. And he found his son 20 years later, and they look like identical twins. Like, honestly, if you just took a picture of like him and his son at the same age, it just looked like an old timey photo. It was like so weird.
Right.
And then they found out they both had gone into the military. They both were police officers, and they both like riding motorcycles, but they had never met until but like basically were the same person.
Man.
And I've heard that apparently if you get like a organ transplant from someone, you can take up some of their like traits. So if you get an organ transplant from someone who likes riding motorcycles, you may end up liking like riding motorcycles. I need to get an organ transplant from someone who likes money.
Oh my God.
No, actually, I need an organ transplant from someone who likes eating healthy. Like I need to find one of those people like, oh my God, yeah, broccoli is so good, it tastes better than. I need to find one of those people who's like, yeah, I don't eat fast food, it tastes nasty.
Damn.
Because every time they say that, I'm like, you're a liar.
Yeah. Hard to believe that because, man, I have to stay away from it, but I love it.
I'm not saying healthy food is like never good, but don't tell me that you don't think fast food tastes good.
Yeah, definitely. Oh my gosh. Like Whataburger. I don't know if you like it, but oh my gosh, I love Whataburger.
I like it. I don't like their bread. Their bread tastes dry to me.
Yeah, it is kind of dry.
I'm convinced they have like a deal with HEB to take their stale bread.
Probably.
But everything else I like. But a lot of places don't use very good bread. But outside of that, I do like Whataburger. I would like Five Guys if they ever put salt on their burgers. But I can't eat them without salt. I really like Smash Burger. I don't know if you've ever been there.
No.
It's very good.
Smash Burger.
Especially their smash fries, which is like fries, but like I think like olive oil and rosemary and a bunch of spices. It's really good. Like Smash Burger's delicious.
I'm gonna have to go try that one.
They're a little expensive. I would say almost as expensive as Five Guys, but not as quite. But I actually prefer their food to Five Guys.
Okay.
Well, you know, I'll have to give Five Guys the win for the fries. They do have good fries, and I'm very particular with fries.
Yeah.
Like whenever anyone asks me if I want ketchup, I'm like, that's an insult. I'm like, good fries don't need ketchup.
Not, I don't know if you've heard of Niners Grill.
Mm-mm.
Those are pretty good too. The burgers.
I'll have to look that up.
There's one close to where I live.
Oh, you live pretty far away though.
Yeah.
I remember somebody told me like, oh, they opened up a new botanical garden. I was like, oh, cool. Where is it? And they was like, oh, it's by Hobby. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll never go over there.
I stay on that side.
I remember when I moved here, I flew into Hobby.